Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, pickled peas and Flip the Frog.
Here's Patrick Bet David on his podcast a day or two ago. Watch this.
I don't know why Catholics, have this issue with Jews. I don't know what it is. Listen, I get the Jews have issues with Christians, and they'll make fun, and they'll say stuff like, oh, your Jesus is going to do, they'll say, well, he was a Jew anyways, right?
Yeah.
It appeared to show an Israeli soldier, an IDF soldier, using a sledgehammer to smash the face of a statue of Jesus.
Is David Icke an anti-Semite?
Well, first of all, anti-Semitism means basically anti-Arab, ironically, because the word Semitic relates to a language group in the Middle East, which is overwhelmingly Arabic languages.
لأنه حاطين احنا أغاني ميلاد تراتيل الميلادية.
But then Catholics have that issue with Jews.
난트니
Catholics have a problem with the Jews. It's slander.
And they act like, they're all innocent and everything. And when you look at Catholics, the amount of centralized power they have.
That's not what mine says.
What does yours say?
Mine says 420 was the birthday of Austrian-born German politician and the leader of the National Socialist German Workers' Party. A fella went by the name of Adolf Hitler.
Für richtig hältst, ob du glaubst, dass ich fleißig gewesen bin, dass ich gearbeitet habe, dass ich mich in diesen Jahren für dich eingesetzt habe.
His eyes are almost entirely black.
Dass ich anständig meine Zeit verwendet habe im Dienste meines Volkes. Gib du jetzt deine Stimme ab. Wenn ja, dann tritt für mich ein, so wie ich für dich eingetreten bin.
He hated Jews.
だってこっちは腹が立たないんですか？こんなに踏みつけにされて。いや、わしは人を憎んでなんかいられない。わしにはそんな暇はない。
It's an attack on the world's largest and oldest Christian denomination, and it's taking place openly. And it's all coming from the same source, which is Israel. The issue is Israel.
אני קובעת
כי הצעת חוק עונש מוות למחבלים, תשפ"ו 2026.
Lo que está sucediendo en Gaza es totalmente inadmisible, es terrible, es deshumanizante. Que está cometiendo crímenes contra la humanidad. Que está cometiendo crímenes en el derecho internacional, investigados por la Corte Penal Internacional.
But it's not Christianity. It's our new religion, Israelism. That's just what it is. Call it that. Call it that. Just be honest about what you're saying.
These are people of the land, the common clay of the New West. You know, morons.
便利なやつだよ。
結構でけえぞ。
ちょっと待てよ。この後どうするつもりだよ。
悪いぞ。
あいついつかぶった切って。
Whole point of this video, say it with me, is the children. Every time people get distracted, put them back towards the children. When we are talking about cases beyond cases, elite and parties, assaults and the things that are going on in the news, we are not talking about just adults. We are talking about children. There are people who keep saying handler. Do you know what a handler is? Who's involved with the Diddy client list? It answers your question of who is involved with the Ghislaine Maxwell list. It answers your question of who's on those flight logs. It answers your question of who's been on those islands. It answers your questions of who all was involved in raping, abusing, and torturing children.
His girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, was the daughter of a Mossad super spy. He was represented by you, Mr. Dershowitz, Israel's favorite lawyer, who you're also a lawyer to the Mossad, which, of course, everything you tell us will be true. Ehud Barak was at his place the whole time. He fled to Israel when he was charged with sex crimes, and he was pictured wearing an IDF shirt. He was funded by pro-Israel fanatics. He worked for the Rothschild. He donated to pro-Israel student groups. He was responsible for the Wagner's group's pro-Israel philanthropy. He supported Israel settlement projects. His friends were all Zionists. He referred to us as Goyim. He was involved in Israel diplomacy effort. He brokered security deals with Israel. And even a former Israeli intelligence officer, Ari Ben-Menashi, like Mr. Ryan Grimm said, he said he ran a honeypot for Israel. So yes, of course, he was definitely a Russian spy. Makes sense.
I think it's a joke, sir. Like Silly Sonus or Bigger Sticker, sir.
The Israelis are holding some of the sensitive stuff, and they might let it out when they feel they're being threatened by Trump.
So you think Israel is controlling the Department of Justice as regards the release of information then?
I believe the Israelis have quite a bit of information that they can release, that the Department of Justice doesn't want to release.
Number 3, step forward.
Excuse me.
In English.
How many fucking keys? You sucker. What the f?
Number 4, step forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from Madison Square Garden in New York.
tressaillez d'allégresse, car votre récompense sera grande dans le ciel.
Baïonné, ligoté, baïonné, ligoté, baïonné, ligoté.